Hi everyone and welcome to the first official episode of Taking Sides. I'm Saxon Doherty. I hope you all can bear with me a little bit today, as obviously this is my first kind of run through at this and it's a trial period. I just wanted to make a first video so that you guys could kind of look at it and see what you think and give me any suggestions for future videos. So just kind of take it what it is and let me know what you think when we're all said and done here. I'm also hoping in the next few weeks, as I make more of these, that I'll be able to invite other people on so we can do kind of a debate format. One person I have in mind already is Zach Borland, which I've kind of already reached out to him. We're both big-time baseball fanatics, so I'm sure you guys would get a lot of entertainment out of our discussions on that. And anybody else that might want to get involved, I'm more than willing to kind of work that out with everyone. We'll kind of take that as it is, and we'll go from there. Our first topic today is going to be about Tom Brady. My friend Matt from college had asked me to talk about this earlier today on Facebook. And for those of you who don't know, Patriots quarterback Tom Brady announced on Friday that he will not be going to the U.S. Supreme Court to appeal his 4-game Deflategate suspension. To me, that's great news because if you know me at all, you know that I'm not a Patriot fan. I utterly despise that organization, Tom Brady included. And I think the Deflategate story was just oversaturated, had way too much coverage, and I'm frankly tired of hearing about it. So the fact that he's not going to pursue this anymore just kind of means that it's coming to an end. But I'm sure we'll still hear about it during the first 4 weeks of the season when he's not playing. So I'm just going to leave it at that. There's not much else to say about it. I'm happy that we don't have to deal with number 12 the first 4 weeks. The second thing was from Ryan. He had asked me where the Jonathan Neal Walker trade ranks as one of the worst in Pirates history. I'm going to put it in top 5 at least. I know that there's been some pretty bad ones over the years, but being that I've only been watching Pirates baseball for the last roughly 15 years or so, at least that I can remember, I'm limited, I guess, on what I remember from my own lifetime. The one that sticks out to me would probably be the Aramis Ramirez and Kenny Lofton trade to the Cubs. I think that one's probably one of the worst I've ever seen. I think they ended up getting Bobby Hill, Jose Hernandez, I think, and then one other guy that never actually made it to the Pirates roster and was released at the end of the season. So I put the Neese and Walker trade maybe 1 or 2 behind that. The sad thing about the Walker trade is that he's already hit 16 home runs this season for the Mets. He had 16 all of last season for the Pirates, so those power numbers are sorely missed by the Pirates, even though they've kind of done that on a committee basis this year. I think they're the only team in baseball that has 10 guys that have hit 10 home runs or more, so that's encouraging. But Jonathan Neese is another mess. I hope he never pitches another game in a Pirates uniform. I know they said recently that he's going to be moved to the bullpen, but I don't see what value that has to the Pirates. I think he just is lost as a pitcher right now. I think he has a fly ball rate of 40 or 5%, where those all go out of the ballpark. So when you're giving up home runs on 45% of your fly balls, that's definitely not a good trend. And he's up near the top in giving up home runs, I think, at least in the National League. So overall, I think that was just a bad trade. I think everybody kind of knew that when it happened, and the Pirates are starting to realize that now as the numbers are pretty telling overall. The next thing I wanted to talk about, since I was discussing the Pirates, would be their starting rotation right now, and if it's enough to catch the Cubs. I think they're probably about 7 or 8 games back at this point. I personally don't think they're going to catch the Cubs no matter what they do at the trade deadline. I just think the Cubs are too strong and too well-rounded, both as a pitching staff and in the field. The Pirates just can't compete with that. I really am hoping that the Pirates just take the second half of the season and kind of develop their younger arms like Jameson Taillon, Tyler Glasnow, Chad Kuhl. Just kind of let those guys get some innings in, let them get some work, see what you have there, and then build on that next year. It'd be great if the Pirates were able to make a run, but I just don't see it happening. Not even for a wild card spot. They're only a couple games out of that right now, but you can say that about a lot of teams. So unless something goes horribly wrong for the Cubs or another team has a significant injury, I don't think the Pirates will be able to kind of make that push. But I did hear today, I read something online earlier. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Yes. Nathan Eovaldi, the right-handed pitcher for the Yankees, I heard that the Pirates are kind of in talks with the Yankees about making a trade for him. He's got like a 7-6 record, ERA up over 5. I don't think he'd be a big addition. I'd be more comfortable, honestly, with Taillon and Glasnow and even Chad Kuhl in there. So I don't know what to make of that at this point. It's just a rumor. I figured I'd mention it. But even if that did go down, I don't think it's going to be earth-shattering or anything. It's just kind of one of those moves that the Pirates seem to make that aren't really impactful. It's frustrating being a Pirates fan sometimes, but we can't obviously take for granted the last couple of years and what they've been able to accomplish making the postseason. Okay, I think the last topic I'll touch on today is Justin Schultz. Penguins fans out there should be aware that he just signed a one-year, $1.4 million contract to play here next year. I know he was one of my favorite additions last year that General Manager Jim Rutherford had made. It's rare that you're able to find a right-handed defenseman with that much skill, and he was lost in Edmonton. He was a broken player with the Oilers. That's a black hole for hockey teams and hockey players, so I'm glad that he was able to get out of there and kind of come out of his shell in Pittsburgh. He had a lot of high expectations in Edmonton that he wasn't able to live up to. But now in Pittsburgh, I think he's thriving in Mike Sullivan's system. He showed that during the postseason, and he has a lot of great chemistry with Ian Cole, and they should be the starting third pairing next year on defense for the Penguins whenever they enter training camp, which is actually coming up here very soon in September. Well, I think that's about it for today. I think I just wanted to run through those short topics just to give you guys an idea of what I'm hoping to accomplish with this channel and in this program. So again, like I said at the beginning of this, if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Just message me on Facebook, post it to the page, whatever you feel comfortable with. And throughout the weeks, if you have topics you want me to talk about, then feel free to send them to me that way as well. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys next week.